So if you could describe HS2 in like a phrase or one word, what would it be and why?
I would describe HS2 as big and bold and very, very damaging to a lot of people stuck in its path.
HS2. Britain's answer to the railway system that challenges locomotives like the Japanese bullet train and Elon Musk's supersonic train. Or could this be the railway that breaks Britain? The high-speed rail is a long-awaited improvement to British railways, linking London to Birmingham in Phase 1, and in Phase 2 it links Birmingham to Manchester and Leeds. This is the second high-speed rail after HS1 that links London to the Channel Tunnel. What do you think of HS2?
I think HS2 has been badly designed in terms of its business case, and I don't think the compensation that has been offered to people who are affected by it is sufficient, and I don't think that the route that's been chosen is the right one. I'm not against HS2 in principle. I think that improving infrastructure between London and Birmingham and Manchester and further north is a good thing. But I don't think that the way it's been put together has been the best way to put it together. And that is why in, I think it was 2013, I voted against the bill to build the HS2 business case.
The HS2 project will cost at least £56 billion. Work on the first phase begins at the end of the year and will arrive in Birmingham by at least 2026. So that's almost 9 years if it manages to maintain its building schedule. HS2 Limited said it's not about delivering a new railway, but providing huge economic, social and environmental benefits to the UK. The government assumes that the fare structure will be in line with that of the existing line, and HS2 could generate sufficient demand and revenue without needing to charge premium prices. It estimates total fare revenue of up to £34 billion over a 60-year period. What are your thoughts on the HS2 project?
Waste of money, waste of time, absolutely useless.
I think HS2 is absolutely brilliant. I mean, huge amount of investment for the Midlands, able to increase capacity in the British railways.
I think it's very expensive. I think there's a lot of disruption. A lot of countryside is going to be destroyed and ruined, and for the cost, I really don't think it's worth it.
HS2 is a great investment into the future and infrastructure of Great Britain.
One of the government's goals is to stop congestion in major cities like Birmingham and London, and want HS2 to reduce this. The HS2 will have around 1,100 seats per train and will be carrying an estimated 26,000 people per hour. Furthermore, the journey time from Birmingham to London will be dramatically reduced from 1 hour 21 minutes to just 49 minutes due to the operating speeds of up to 250 miles per hour. That will surpass any other conventional train at this current time. Ministers also claim that London West Midlands section alone will create around 40,000 jobs. However, this could all sound too good to be true, as the HS2 pressure group Stop HS2 said that the Midlands would actually lose out to London on the job front, as they claim 70% of the 40,000 jobs will employ Londoners near the HS2 stations. So, like, how many estimated jobs would it create in like the local areas, like Birmingham around here?
Well, I think it will go into Curzon Street. It probably will create more business in that area initially. There's a risk that it will suck business down to London, and we need to try to guard against that. I think as time goes on, Birmingham is demonstrating that it is going to be a strong second city of the United Kingdom. A lot of businesses, HSBC for example, are going to base themselves in Birmingham. But in the immediate vicinity of Tamworth, I am not convinced it is going to build any new jobs. Now, that's not to say it won't, it's not to say it can't, and we've got to try and make the best of it because it's coming. But as yet, I've not seen any local businesses setting up in Tamworth or Lichfield because of HS2.
The route will begin in London and go straight up to Birmingham, cutting through a lot of picturesque countryside and towns. During the making of the rail, many different sized businesses will be affected, like Whittington Golf Club, but we'll discuss that certain topic later. The HS2 will race through countrysides going past many towns and hamlets like Buckingham and Banbury respectively. The line then starts moving onwards towards Birmingham, travelling near towns such as Leamington Spa, Marston Green and Coleshill before cutting across and reaching its first proposed stop in Birmingham. On the left leg of the Y-shaped project, the line will run towards Manchester. The track cuts through Middleton, Whittington and Lichfield. Then on the right leg of the Y shape, the train line travels towards Leeds as it runs parallel with the M42 near Tamworth. Now, our hometown, Tamworth. As we already know, the HS2 is not directly stopping in the Tamworth area. The closest it will stop will be in Birmingham. That does not mean that it's not going to affect Tamworth in a major way. Firstly, Tamworth, mainly residents living in the Wilnecote-Hockley area, will gather a lot of noise pollution, as the HS2 is run directly across the A5 dual carriageway. This is going to bother a lot of new residents who have recently moved into new houses in that area. Not only is there noise pollution, but there's going to be a lot of visual pollution, and there are even signs of residents not wanting the HS2 at all.
If you like, the infrastructure, the toolkit of HS2 just wasn't in place to deal with the tsunami of concern that resulted from the announcement to build the railway by the Gordon Brown government back in 2010.